Hi student, this is Sivakumar. 11th Standard Business Mathematics and Statistics, Chapter number 2, Exercise 2.2. Here we are going to discuss about permutations. Okay? Permutation is represented by the letter P. So we can say NPR. NPR. That means arrangement of or things out of n things. I wrote over here arrangement of or things out of n things. Yes, there is a formula for NPR. NPR that is equal to factorial n divided by factorial n minus r. Then I have to tell about that. What do you mean by factorial? Factorial, that is a continuous product of n natural numbers. Continuous product of n natural numbers, that is factorial n. Even that factorial n can be written like this, both the ways you can write, that is n, keep on reducing 1, n minus 1, and if you reduce 1 you'll be getting n minus 2. It is going on, then 3 2 1 up to 1. I'll give an example. Factorial 5, that is equal to 5 and reduce 1 into 4, reduce 1 into 3, reduce 1 into 2 and reduce 1, that is equal to 1. So 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, that is 5 factorial. Even this can be written as 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, that is 4 factorial. Okay, or write 5 and 4 as it is. Then we have 3 into 2 into 1, that can be written as 3 factorial. Or else write 5 into 4 into 3 as it is, 5 into 4 into 3, then we have 2 into 1. 2 into 1, that is a 2 factorial. Like that you can write. Okay. So in general we can see n factorial, here it is, n into n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, n minus 4 up to 1. So n into, we have n minus 1 up to 1, that can be written as n minus 1 factorial, or n into n minus 1 into, then we have n minus 2, n minus 3, n minus 4 up to 1, that is n minus 2 factorial, or write n into n minus 1 into n minus 2, then we have n minus 3, n minus 4 up to 1, that is n minus 3 factorial, and so on. So I can give an example for your permutation. Example, I considered a set A that is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3. Three elements are there. Okay, you are asked to arrange two numbers from the given three numbers. They are arranging, I write over here, arranging two things out of, we have three things. That means three numbers over here. Okay, I write over here, they are I can take 1 comma 2, and 1 comma 2 can be arranged as 2 comma 1. Like that I can take 1 comma 3, 1 and 3, and 1 and 3 can be arranged as 3 and 1. So we have to select, after that we have to arrange. Selection as well as arrangement, that is called permutation. then I can go for that 2 and 3, and 2 and 3 can be arranged as 3 and 2. These are the 6 ways: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. See, therefore we have taken odd things, I mean 2 things out of 3 things, correct? So 3 p 2, we have taken 2 things, we have arranged 2 things out of 3 things. There is a formula npr, that is equal to, already I have given here, it is factorial n by factorial n minus r, correct? Factorial n divided by factorial n minus r. I write over here. Even we can represent like this: factorial n divided by factorial n minus r. So according to this formula, n that is equal to 3 and r that is equal to 2. I write over here n that is equal to 3, r that is equal to 2. Substitute over here. We will be getting factorial 3 divided by factorial 3 minus 2. Yes. Factorial 3 write as it is, and factorial 3 minus 2, that is factorial 1. That is equal to 3 factorial, that is equal to continuous product of n natural numbers, start with a 3 and keep on reducing 1, 3 into 2 into 1, that is factorial 3, divided by factorial 1, that is 1 only. Yes. 3 2s are, that is equal to 6. So arrangement, we have 6 arrangements. Here it is, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now I can do exercise 2.2. Exercise 2.2, problem number 1. Look at that. Here it is. Find x if 1 by 6 factorial, this is given. What is given? 1 by 6 factorial plus 1 by 7 factorial, that is equal to x by x factorial. So from this equation, you are asked to find out the value of x. How to find it? Children, we have 6 factorial, 7 factorial and 8 factorial in the denominators. Out of these 3, which one is the least one? 6 factorial. So write that 6 factorial as it is. No change at all. So 1 divided by 6 factorial plus 1 divided by, this can be changed. Already I told you, 7 write as it is, into 7 minus 1, that is 6, 6 factorial, according to this formula property. N factorial, that is equal to n into n minus 1 factorial. Look at that. 5 factorial equals 5 into 4 factorial, or else 5 into 4 into 3 factorial, or else 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 factorial. Like that you can write. Right? That is equal to x divided by 8 factorial, that can be written as 8 into 7 into 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 can be written as 6 factorial. Yes. Now we can take 6 factorial as common, particularly in the denominator. We have 1 by 6 factorial. Once you take 1 by 6 factorial as common, you'll be getting 1 here, here 1 by 7, because we have taken 1 by 6 factorial as common. That is equal to, here also can write 1 by 6 factorial into x divided by 8 into 7. 8 7s are 56. This 1 by 6 factorial, 1 by 6 factorial get cancelled. So you have to take the LCM for the left hand side. Here 7 only, you just multiply 7 and 1, 7 plus 1 whole divided by 7, that is equal to x divided by 56. So then we have only one division in the left hand side, even in the right hand side. So you can cancel 7 and 56 by 7 table. How many times? 8 times. Then 7 plus 1, that is equal to 8. Then you have to cross multiply. 8 into 8, that is equal to x. Therefore, x equals 64. 8 8s are 64. So that is a value of x for the first problem. So now problem number 2. Evaluate n factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial when n that is equal to 5 and or that is equal to 2. So problem number 2, we are asked to find out this one, n factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial, that is equal to n is 5, so 5 factorial divided by r, that is 2, so 2 factorial into n minus r, that is 5 minus 2 factorial, that is equal to 5 factorial, right, as it is. The next step we can simplify, divided by 2 factorial, and 5 minus 2, that is a 3 factorial. Yes, that is equal to, children, 5 factorial itself can be written as 5 into 4 factorial or else 5 into 4 into 3 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 3 factorial. So 3 factorial, no, both get cancelled. That is equal to 5 into 4, that is equal to 20. 2 factorial, you know very well, 2 into 1, that is equal to, if we cancel 2 and 10, 2 and 20 by 2 tables, this is 10 times 10 by 1, that is equal to 10. So that is the value for the second problem. Now I'll be doing problem number 3. Now problem number 3, you are given n plus 2 factorial, that is equal to 60 into n minus 1 factorial. Find the value of n. N plus 2 factorial itself can be written as, because out of these two, n plus 2 factorial and n minus 1 factorial, obviously n minus 1 factorial is smaller. So we have to write that as it is. Then we have to change n plus 2 factorial only. So write that n plus 2 as it is. In n plus 2, you have to reduce 1. If you reduce 1, you will be getting n plus 1, correct? 2 minus 1, that is 1. Then further reduce until you get n minus 1. Then if you reduce 1 in n plus 1 minus 1, that is n. Then further reduce by 1, so n becomes n minus 1. So once you get that n minus 1, you have to put that factorial. That is equal to 60 into n minus 1 factorial. The factorial only for n minus 1. 60 into n minus 1 factorial. Again I tell you, n plus 2 factorial can be written as n plus 2. In n plus 2 reduce 1, that is n plus 1. In n plus 1 reduce 1, that becomes n. In n, if you reduce 1, you will be getting n minus 1. Once you get that n minus 1, you have to introduce that factorial. After that, you have to cancel that n minus 1 factorial. Both get cancelled. So that is equal to n plus 2 into n plus 1 into n, that is equal to 60. That 60 can be written as, take that 60, divide by the prime number. If you divide by 2, you will be getting 13. And if you divide by 2, you will be getting 15. If you divide by 3, you will be getting 5. Okay. So here n, and if you add 1 with that, n plus 1, then in n plus 1, if we add, we will be getting n plus 2. Okay, like that. It can be written as 3 into here 3, here 4, here 5. Look at that. N plus 1, n plus 2, 3 plus 1, 3 plus 2. Correct? N plus 1, n plus 2. Here n, that is equal to 3. So 3, this is 3 plus 1, 3 plus 1, that is 4. This is 3 plus 2, that is 5. Yeah. Now we can compare this first equals first, or second equals second, and the third equals third. You can compare any one of them for finding the value of n. See, I go for this one, n, that is equal to 3. You can straight away write n is equal to 3 over. Even if we consider n plus 1, that is equal to 4. If n plus 1 equals 4 means, I write here, this is not necessary, it's only for your reference. Suppose if we consider n plus 1, that is equal to 4, then n, that is equal to 4 minus 1. Plus 1 comes right hand side minus 1, therefore n, that is equal to 3. Will be getting the same answer. So over Problem number 3 is completed. Now I'll be teaching problem number 4. Now problem number 4. How many 5 digits telephone numbers can be constructed using the digits 0 to 9 if each number starts with 67 with no digit appears more than once? So look at that. 5 digit telephone numbers using the digit 0 to 9. 0 to 9 we have the numbers 0. I write over here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. We have totally 10 digits are there. Out of 10 digits, look at the condition. The each and every 5 digit telephone numbers starts with the 67 given. So 6 and 7, that is fixed one. 6 and 7. So after that we have totally we have 5 digits. That's a unit place, you know very well. The 10th place, 100th place, 1000th place and 10,000th place. 10,000th place is 6 and the 1000th place is 7. That's a fixed one. So we need the digits for 100th place, 10th place and unit place. Okay. Then I start with a unit place, or else I can start with a 100th place. Yeah. Then I strike out that 6 and 7 because nothing is repeated. What's the condition given? No digit appears more than once. So I strike out 6 and 7. So no digit is repeated, that is given. Okay, sir. Out of these two numbers, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers are there. Particularly, 100th place can be filled by any one of the 8 digits, correct? Any one of the 8 digits by 8 ways. Yes. Suppose one number is selected and is filled in this place. Then we have a balance of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out of 8, we have only 7 numbers balance, correct? Then particularly the 10th place can be filled by any one of the 7 digits in 7 ways. Like that. Then we have 6 numbers only balance. This unit place can be filled by any one of the 6 digits in 6 ways. Alright, the statement. 100th place can be filled by the remaining 8 digits in 8 ways. 10th place can be filled by the remaining 7 digits in 7 ways. Finally, the unit place can be filled by the remaining 6 digits in 6 ways. Okay, children? Therefore, total number of 5-digit telephone numbers can be arranged that is equal to, have to multiply 8, 7 and 6. Multiply 8, 7 and 6 because already these 2 digits are fixed only. So 8 ways, 7 ways and 6 ways, all the 3 numbers to be multiplied. 8 into 7 into 6. That is equal to 8 sevens are 56 into 6, that is equal to 6 6 are 36, balance 3, 5 6 are 30 plus 3, 33. So 336 ways we can arrange that 5-digit telephone numbers starts with 67. Condition, no digit is repeated. Okay. Then problem number 4 is completed. Now I'll be teaching problem number 5. That is a last problem in this exercise. Problem number 5. How many numbers less than 1000 can be formed using the digits 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 if no digit is repeated? Children, what is given? How many numbers lesser than 1000? Lesser than 1000 means this is a 4-digit number. Yes. So lesser than 1000, definitely that's a 3-digit numbers only. So lesser than 1000 can be a 1-digit number or 2-digit number or 3-digit numbers. 1 digit, 2 digits or 3-digit numbers. So here 1-digit number, 2-digit numbers and 3-digit numbers. Particularly the 1-digit number can be filled by any one of the 5 digits, correct? I write over here, this is odd 1-digit number or 2-digit numbers or 3-digit numbers. 1-digit number, I write over here, 1-digit number can be filled by any one of the 5 digits. What are the 5 digits? 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Any one of the 5 digits in 5 ways. Either 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9. So 5 ways. Then the 2-digit numbers, in 2 digit we have unit place as well as 10th place, correct? Unit place and 10th place. In 3-digit numbers we have unit place, 10th place and 100th place. Okay. This is case number 1. I consider as case number 1. Case number 2. This is a 2-digit number. In 2-digit number, the unit place can be filled by, or unit place can be filled by any one of the 5 digits in 5 ways, and 10th place can be filled by any one of the remaining 4 digits in 4 ways. Because what's the condition? No digit is repeated. If you fill this unit place by any one of the 5 digits, yes, one number gone, then we have only 4 digits, 4 more digits. Then 10th place can be filled by any one of the 4 digits in 4 ways. So 5 and 4. So total number of 2 digits, that is equal to 2 digits numbers, that is equal to 5 into 4. Here 5 ways, here 4 ways, that is equal to 20. Now case number 3. That's the last case. Case number 3. Then in case number 3 we have unit place, 10th place and 100th place. Yes. The unit place can be filled by any one of the 5 digits in 5 ways. The 10th place can be filled by any one of the remaining four digits, in four ways. Yes. So out of five numbers, unit place can be filled by any one of the five digits in five ways. So remaining we have only four digits. So 10th place can be filled by any one of the remaining four digits in four ways. Then we have only three numbers. Out of five numbers, we have only three numbers. So 100th place can be filled by, therefore 100th place can be filled by the remaining three digits in three ways. Therefore, total number of three digits numbers, number of three digit numbers equals 5 into 4 into 3, correct? 5 ways, 4 ways and 3 ways. So 5 into 4 into 3, that is equal to 5 fours are 20. 20 into 3, that is equal to 60. Finally, you have tried the result. Total numbers less than 1000, that is equal to, you can write here, you are given or means you have to add each and every value. For the first one, how many ways? 5 ways. First case 5 ways. So 5 plus or means addition. In second case we have 20, correct? Plus 20. And in third case we have 60, that is 60. If we add, we'll be getting 85. So total numbers less than 1000, that is 85. Children, I have completed that exercise 2.2. I'll be teaching that next exercise, that is exercise 2.5, in the next video. Okay. Thank you, children.